Good morning, Allspice. Today is Friday, May 27th, 2022.
Today, weather will be sunny, rainy and warm.
Today's lunch choice is pizza. Today's special day is B4. Now it's time for morning meeting. Remember, we don't have school tomorrow, school Monday, so have a great long weekend.
Happy Friday! I hope you had a great week. This month, we are reading books written by Kevin Hankins. Last week, we looked at some of the books that Kevin Hankins wrote. Today we are going to enjoy one of his other books. Enjoy!
Owen? He's good too.
Owen?
Oh, I think I know.
Because he has a pointy nose.
Owen!
I knew it was going to be
Me too.
It wasn't even done, guys. Give the boy a chance.
They're good guessers.
That was sad. There could be any mouse, and even though it is Owen, it could have been Chrysanthemum. It could have been any mouse.
He always wears suspenders, so there's Owen.
Yeah.
I am going to read my book, Owen, to you. I wrote the words, and I drew the pictures, and the story goes like this. Owen had a fuzzy yellow blanket. He'd had it since he was a baby. He loved it with all his heart. Fuzzy goes where I go, said Owen, and Fuzzy did. Upstairs, downstairs, in between, inside, outside, upside down. Fuzzy likes what I like, said Owen, and Fuzzy did. Orange juice, grape juice, chocolate milk, ice cream, peanut butter, applesauce cake. He's saying, Fuzzy's messy. Isn't he getting a little old to be carrying that thing around? Asked Mrs. Tweezers. Haven't you heard of the blanket fairy? Owen's parents hadn't. Mrs. Tweezers filled them in. That night, Owen's parents told Owen to put Fuzzy under his pillow. In the morning, Fuzzy would be gone, but the blanket fairy would leave an absolutely wonderful, positively perfect, especially terrific big boy gift in its place. Owen stuffed Fuzzy inside his pajama pants and went to sleep. No blanket fairy, said Owen in the morning. No kidding, said Owen's mother. No wonder, said Owen's father. Fuzzy's dirty, said Owen's mother. Fuzzy's torn and ratty, said Owen's father. No, said Owen, Fuzzy is perfect. And Fuzzy was. Fuzzy played Captain Plunger with Owen. He sang, to the rescue. Fuzzy helped Owen become invisible. He's saying, bet you can't see me.
And his parents are like, Owen.
And Fuzzy was essential when it came to nail clippings and haircuts and trips to the dentist. Can't be a baby forever, said Mrs. Tweezers. Haven't you heard of the vinegar trick? Owen's parents hadn't. Mrs. Tweezers filled them in. When Owen wasn't looking, his father dipped Owen's favorite corner of Fuzzy into a jar of vinegar. Owen sniffed it and smelled it and sniffed it. He picked a new favorite corner. Then he rubbed the smelly corner all around his sandbox, buried it in the garden, and dug it up again. Good as new, said Owen. Fuzzy wasn't very fuzzy anymore. But Owen didn't mind. He carried it and wore it and dragged it. He sucked it and hugged it and twisted it. What are we going to do? Asked Owen's mother. School is starting soon, said Owen's father. Can't bring a blanket to school, said Mrs. Tweezers. Haven't you heard of saying no? Owen's parents hadn't. Mrs. Tweezers filled them in. I have to bring Fuzzy to school, said Owen. No, said Owen's mother. No, said Owen's father. Owen buried his face in Fuzzy. He started to cry and would not stop. "Don't worry," said Owen's mother. "It'll be all right," said Owen's father. And then suddenly Owen's mother said, "I have an idea." It was an absolutely wonderful, positively perfect, especially terrific idea. First she snipped, and then she sewed. Then she snipped again and sewed some more. Snip, 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 sew, sew, sew. Dry your eyes, wipe your nose. Hooray, hooray, hooray. Now, Owen carries one of his not-so-fuzzy handkerchiefs with him wherever he goes. And Mrs. Tweezers doesn't say a thing. The end. Yes. Oh, thank you. What inspired me? I have a niece who now is grown up, but when she was little, she had a blanket that she loved. She called her blanket Tag. It had a little tag sewn into it, and she would put her finger through the loop of the tag, and she would wrap it around her arm, and she loved her blanket. And I had never known a child who loved a blanket so much. And once we were at a family wedding, and she left it at the wedding, and the family was halfway home, and this was before people had cell phones. And so her father had to drive back and go and get her blanket. And that's what was the inspiration for my book, Owen.
Good morning, Ospreys. Happy Friday. I've got somebody you've seen before, Mr. Osmack, joining me today. He's got some very important information to talk to you about, so please listen carefully. Here's Mr. Osmack.
Good morning, everybody. So even though we just have a couple weeks left in the school year, it's still very important that for each of us that we remember what our 4 safety protocols are. Do you remember what they are? So here's a reminder. Our safety protocols are lock out, lock down, shelter, and evacuate. But do you know what to do and where to go if any of these protocols are announced? This morning, your teacher will discuss each of these safety protocols with you. Go ahead, ask your teacher if they'll take the next 5 minutes to discuss where to go and what to do for each of these safety protocols. Soar high, Ospreys, and have a wonderful weekend.
Guess what, boys and girls, and Johnson Primary School staff, I am so excited to have 3 new friends here today that, guess what, I get to share with you some great news. Positive office referrals, which is my favorite thing ever here. Thank y'all so much for letting me do this. First, guess what? Matthew is here. And Matthew is super responsible and always willing to help others. Hello, that's literally awesome. Thank you, sir. Everybody give Matthew a round of applause. And guess what? I've got someone else here, Miss Hadley, for doing awesome things as well. It says for being a great helper to teachers. That's awesome. And friends. Her work habits in class are outstanding. Hello, another round of applause. Amazing. And Anne-Marie, guess what? I've got you here too. How you doing? Oh, excellent indeed. Is a role model for behavior in my class. Her kindness and diligent work, that means you work really hard, work habits are exceptional. My goodness, this is the highlight of my week. I love getting to celebrate Ospreys doing awesome things. So please keep working hard if you see this, and you can come join me soon. All right, everybody say bye.
Bye. JPS Kids Soar Higher. Super problem solvers, outstanding writers, accomplished readers, ready for success. Now let's set a success equation. Hard work plus resiliency plus teamwork equals success. This joke was submitted by Eliana from Miss Baxley's class and Isaiah from Miss Solis's class. Hey, Emmeline, can you tell me a joke? Sure, I don't know a lot, but I sure can tell you one. What do you call a bear with no teeth? I don't know. What? A gummy bear. Oh, that's so funny.